Today I'm gonna be talking about what I believe is the best position and play style slash just player build for for a sharpshooter position. If you wanna be just that guy who stands at the perimeter the whole game, um, getting buckets basically, getting buckets the whole game. Perfect release from deep range, man. This is this is this is the player build for you. Like this player build is really good for that shooter. That person who wants to be the shooter of the game. Just pull it from anywhere in the court. What I believe, and what I made to be my shooter is a 6'3" sharpshooter, point guard. I made him a point guard because last year I had a shooting guard and my handles weren't where I wanted them to be. Like, even though you're gonna make a sharpshooter, your handles aren't gonna be the best. But since you made a point guard, you can get the most out of it. I made him 6'3" for the speed. I also made the weight the lowest as possible. Um, I didn't. You can obviously make him shorter if you want him to be quicker around the court. You know his. But I kept him at a 6'3" just so I could have a decent dunk rating. You can't do most of the dunk packages though, which I find kind of dumb because 6'3", come on, like people can still dunk at 6'3". Like, I have a 60 dunk rating, but I can still do things like that, windmills or whatever. Right now, where I'm very happy where my players at. I have all Hall of Fame badges, upgradable badges. I'm a 93 overall, and on Park, like, I'm just that shooter. I'm just a shooter. Um, One thing that I don't like about being a shooter is how when you're playing on things like Park, um, it's really annoying because you don't really get a high teammate grade for shooting. But if you just want to get the W's for your team, you just want to make those clutch threes when you really need them. This is the player build. Um, my stats. Let me go into my stats. My stats. Let me see. Right now I have Sharpshooter Pro, all the Sharpshooter badges on Hall of Fame. That took a while, honestly, but it's not too hard if you have this player build. Um, my high zones almost everywhere around the 3 point. As you can see, my lowest is a 33%, which is one for every threes I take in that position. Okay, right here. I'm a 93 overall. Right now, I have a 77 shot close. Honestly, the shot close isn't what I take most of the time, so it doesn't really matter that I have it at a 77. But I can still work with it. Like, if I take a shot close and I'm open, I'm not gonna brick it. It's a 77. Like, it's not the best, but I could definitely be productive from a close range. But when we get to my mid range, I cannot miss. My almost every shot I take from mid range when I'm open is a perfect release. That's no question. Contested mid range, same thing. Even though contested mid range, like, it's the same rating, you don't make them as often. Um, Open shots, threes, that's just automatic from anywhere, honestly. And especially with badges like limitless range, you're automatic. Contested shot, same thing, but it's not as effective. Obviously it's contested, but you do have a pretty good chance of making once you have like the mid range and deep range deadeye. One thing that I do not like about this player build, even though it is good, and I can still make shots at the dribble, the shot of the dribble rating isn't high, which I really don't like. But you can still make clutch shots if you really need them. If you have things like the game point badge and you just need to make that clutch shot, the 76 shot off dribble, you could work with it. Honestly, it's not too bad. Don't have a high free throw just because you need to earn that, and I don't really have time to be doing that. The driving layup isn't bad, honestly. Like, for just that once in a while that you're gonna drive for a layup, you can work with it. As long as you get a good release on the layup, you're fine. Standing dunks, that doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not gonna be doing no standing dunks. I'm not a center. Um, Driving dunk. Wish it was higher. I really wish it was like at a 70 so I can do the dunk packages like Zach LaVine. But I made this player for a reason, and I didn't make it for dunking. If I wanted to dunk, I could have made like a playmaker or a slash or something like that. I don't know. Not for me. Passing is all right. For a point guard position, it should be higher. It should definitely be higher. Like it should be in the 80s at least. But I don't know why they made a sharpshooter point guard like a sharpshooter point guard. I would say is like Curry, and he does not have bad passing accuracy at all. I don't know why they don't let you. That's the cap. 73. Passing vision 72. Passing IQ doesn't really matter. You're playing with your own player. Post fade. I could get my post scoring a little bit higher until I get to a 95 on my career, but don't take any post fades at all. So I don't understand why I would need to do. I'm 6'3". Not gonna be taking a lot of post fades. The steals good. I have a pickpocket badge, so that adds on top of it. I don't know how much that adds to it, but the steals are alright. The block, shot contest, the defensive stats are alright, and I have an 83 speed, so it's not so bad. But speed with balls is 75. I wish it was higher, but I'm a sharpshooter. Can't really ask for too much when I have a 93 3-point shot. Acceleration's at an 83. That's a really good stat. Because you could take off. Your defenders won't be able to keep up with you. 81 vertical. That's really good. Have a 41 point something vertical. Really good for dunking. My strength's not that high, but I can still get that a little bit high. I haven't maxed out the strength. Stamina 72. Not too bad, but I wish it was higher. Overall durability 86. So overall, I love this player, honestly. On my career, I'm just a beast. As you can see, all my badges took a while to get, but not impossible. I did it all in the first season of my career. I dropped like 120 something points with this player, just remaining threes on my career. This is a good player build if you want to be that guy, that shooter. If you want to make, I wasn't thinking of Steph Curry when I made this player, but I ended up making 6'3" sharpshooter. So you can call it like a Steph Curry player build. Really good for shooters. I could test my distance. Really good for just those guys that want to be like raining threes the whole game. To be honest, I mean, the dunking's not bad. I can still do a couple windmills or whatever you want to call it. I could still be dunking on people on park. But this is just for the shooters. You can see I just got a perfect release. Getting perfect releases isn't even a challenge. Probably make it from back here, to be honest. I break that, but you guys get the gist. I'm shooting 80% right now. Just these couple shots I've taken. Probably pull it back from as far as right here. See that? And just go and bank. I mean, really good player build. I suggest you guys make this. I will possibly come out with future videos on other player builds that my friends have made. End up being really effective. For the sharpshooter position, if you want to be a sharpshooter, want to have a little bit of everything, I suggest this player build. Really good on park. I will post a couple of videos of me just beasting on park. My shot is great. Sometimes it could be a little off. That's just a game. You could be cold or something, but really good. I mean, with the dribble moves that I have, it's really good. I mean, I'll show you guys the dribble moves I have if you guys want to make them exactly like mine. I mean, it doesn't affect me unless they're playing against me. Let me see. My dribble moves, fastest that I could find. Tried out a whole bunch of them. These are the fastest I find. ISO behind the back, Elite 5. ISO spins, does a really good spin, really fast. Hesitation, normal 1, keep that on free. Elite 6 as my rhythm dribbles. I tried out, I think, Kyrie. And Kyrie is alright, but I like Elite 7 a little bit more. Basic size up, Elite 2. Hesitation, inside out size combo. Walker. Crossover size of combos, I use Curry's. That one's really good. Between the legs size of combos, I use Kobe. Just because I used to use them on 2K16. Behind the back size of combos, Curry. Oh yeah, I have a whole my my attribute upgrades. I maxed out mid-range, 3-point, agility, playmaking, defending, and shot off the dribble. I wish shot off the dribble was just a little bit higher, and I also wish that layups and dunks was a little bit higher. I could still get a couple more on strength. Don't see a reason for rebounding. Don't really see reason for post scoring, but whatever I can do to get my player to a higher overall, I'll do it. Uh, yeah, this is a really good player build. Hope you guys make him. Peace.